Hello and welcome back to the next installment of Yoga Bites. This class will just be a quick 10-minute class and we'll get right started. So go ahead and come to all fours and we're going to go ahead and come into a child's pose. So go ahead and do wide-legged child's pose. Sit back on your heels, hips towards your heels or close thereof, or put a blanket or a towel underneath of you. Stretch your arms forward any amount. You can bring your forehead to the mat or to a pillow, or you can stack fists and make a nice pillow there. So go ahead and get in your child's pose, settle in. Take some nice deep breaths in child's pose. I'd like to introduce the theme for today's class is connection. And the quote for today is, when we try to pick out anything by itself, we find it hitched to everything else in the universe. John Muir. So I think that's a great quote for today's class. So go ahead and keep that in mind for today. We're going to be talking about connection. So go ahead and stretch back and keep stretching in your child's pose, breathing in and out through your nose. Really getting comfortable here and connecting into your mat, to yourself, and to this moment. Breathing here. In and out through your nose. Let yourself just settle into this pose for a moment or two longer. And now come on up, and let's come into an easy cross-legged seated position. Doesn't matter which leg is in front of the other. Pick one. We're going to do the other one anyway, so it doesn't matter which one you do. Sit up nice and tall, and you can stay right here if you'd like. Or go ahead and hinge forward at your hips any amount, coming forward. So find your place, keeping your hips grounded into the mat. Rocking side to side if you'd like to really get into this more. You can come on your forearms. You can come down as far as you'd like. So get comfortable in this one. And for today's theme of connection, I want to think about what yoga really is. And what yoga is all about connecting the mind, body, and spirit. So it's all about connecting all of those together instead of just focusing on the body or just the mind or just the spirit. You want to intertwine all three of those together in your connections. Come on up from that, and we're going to switch the cross of our legs. And now do the same thing. Sit up nice and tall, hinging forward at your hips, keeping your hips grounded into the mat. Bring your arms forward any amount. Get comfortable here. Rock side to side if you'd like. Really find yourself connecting not just with your body, your mind, and your spirit in this pose. Life is so much more than just the physical aspect of our lives. There's a lot of other aspects that we need to tend to in our lives. Breathe in and out through the nose. Another inhale. And a long exhale. Come on up. Now we're going to switch into pigeon. So if pigeon does not work for you, you can always instead, you could sit up like so. Bring your right foot to your left knee, and you can come in any amount. This will also work, so wherever you feel best. Otherwise, if pigeon works for you, go ahead and bring that right foot forward. Stretch that left foot back. And I know we're not super warm for this pose, so give yourself a little bit of permission to maybe not be able to go as deep in this pose as normal. So if you need to prop yourself up, put something underneath your seat. Do what you need to do to get comfortable in this pose. You can stay up more upright if you'd like. You can come forward any amount. You can stay halfway upright. Whatever feels best in your body for today. And while we're in pigeon, just kind of let yourself go on this pose. Really open up those hips. I want you to think about, along with the theme of connection, that all is connected in our lives. So we're connected to the earth, and we're connected to each other. So when we have that sense of connection, things flow much more freely. So remember, as you're on your yoga mat, if you can practice outside and feel that connection to Mother Earth. If you can practice with friends or family, do that and feel that connection with them. And from here, we're going to go ahead and switch. Just go ahead and bring that left foot forward and come into pigeon on the other side. Or if pigeon doesn't work for you, sit upright on your tailbone. Bring that left foot ankle to your right knee, and you can come at any amount. So however you feel, wherever you feel that stretch there. Otherwise, go ahead and come into pigeon. Swing that right foot back behind you. Left foot is forward, left knee. Your left foot is actually, his left foot is into your right hip. You can go ahead and stay upright if you'd like. You can have a pillow underneath your seat, whatever feels best. And really just come into this pose. So find that variation that works best for you. You can come further down. You can stay more upright. You can have your left foot closer into your hip. That will make it a little bit more accessible, especially since we've not had a ton of warm up. This is just a short little bite of yoga. So breathe here. And release into that pose a bit. Feeling your body connected to your mat, to the earth beneath you, whether you're outside or in a 10-story apartment building. The earth is still connected to you. You're just further away from it. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and roll over onto our back. And I want you to bring your knees into your chest. Bring my timer with me so I can keep an eye on that. So go ahead and roll into your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Just hug those in for a moment. Releasing all that for a moment. And then from here, you're going to go ahead and release the left leg down. Have the sole of the foot on the mat. So your leg will be bent. And go ahead and take that right foot. And either grab a hold of the sole of your foot, your ankle, behind your knee. We're going to pull into a half happy baby. So we're just going to have the one leg into a happy baby position. So your sole of your foot is pointed toward the sky, your knee is pointed down, and you're off to the side of it here. And I need you to breathe. I want you to breathe here, in and out through your nose. And the other part of this theme is to think about connecting. You've connected to earth, you want to connect to others, but also connect to yourself. Connect back to your true self, to you. Give time to yourself and for you time. And from here, go ahead and stretch that left leg out long on the mat. Bring that right knee in. And now we're just going to cross it over and come into a nice supine twist. So go ahead and bring that right leg over to your right. To your left. Bring your right arm out to the right and look over to the right. And when you think about, you can also look straight up too, whatever's best. But you want your chest to be pointed upwards. You want your hips to be more stacked. And that right arm and right shoulder out to the right as much as possible. When you think about connecting to yourself, you will find that when you can be more connected to yourself, to others, to knowing everything around you is connected, it will help you deal with challenges in life a little easier. So when you go about your daily routine, your daily life, think about how you can connect with those around you better and to yourself better to help you navigate life, its stresses. It's good, it's bad, all in between. Okay, come on up. Go ahead and plant that right foot down. Now your knee will be bent. And then go ahead and bring in that left knee. And we'll bring that one into half happy baby pose. So go ahead and stretch the left sole of the foot up toward the sky. Your left knee down toward the ground. Breathing here and opening all this up. And just feeling that connection between your hip joint into your knee joint into your ankle joint. All of that is connected. Breathing here. Feeling the air come in through your nose, back out through your nose. Take a moment here. Now, go ahead and stretch that right foot out in front of you, and go ahead and cross that left leg over into a nice supine twist. So your left knee is going over to the right, bringing that left arm out to the left, and looking over your left shoulder. A nice twist here. So this is also helping to open up the spine and the back, which is all connected. So your hips, your spine is now connected, your neck, your head, your arms, everything's connected. So when there's an issue in one part of that system, it may not necessarily be your hip is the problem. It could be a knee problem or a spinal problem with them all connected. So it's good to work up and down that chain. Breathe here and let this go. And go ahead and come back to center. Go ahead and hug the knees into your chest. You're welcome to stay here and go ahead and lie back into Shavasana if you'd like. If you want to take longer, you can also, if you want to make this class longer, you could go back through this class and hold each of those poses a little bit longer. So you can pause it for each pose. So I hope that this was beneficial for you. Another quick little 10-minute yoga bite. You can fit in any time of day. And you can feel good knowing that you've done something great for your body today. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Namaste.